Hello YouTube, yes I am back with video number 2, and what this video is for is some of my works in progress. So the first one I'm showing you is my head to toe winter knits book cover, and I'm making the third pattern in the book, and hopefully I can open it for you to see. And this is the picture it gave us in the book. And it is kind of a lacy headband. Now, I know when I originally showed this pattern in my progress, I wasn't very far. And then when I did it last time, I was here at the stitch marker. So, as you can see, it still wasn't that far. But I will tell you, I am now, if I can get to lay here for me, over halfway done the length. Now, I am looking for some help from any of my knitter crocheting friends out there, and I should have thought of this prior to making starting said item, because I knew this was going to happen, but it didn't register. And what it's doing, as you can see, is rolling in on itself because it's a stockinette pattern. And I should have originally, when I cast it on, the number of stitches for the width it calls for, I should have added either 6 extra stitches or 8. And then on each side of said pattern, do either 3 or 4. I know it's stockinette when you do knit on one side, purl on the other. When you knit on both sides, it is called, okay, brain, you need to work. I can't think of it at the top of my head. I was thinking of it earlier before I made the video, but now I can't. Anyways, it's more or less to give it an edging so that it would lay flat. I didn't do that. I wish now I had. Also, I've never, ever in my many years of knitting and crocheting have ever blocked an item. Now, I don't know much about this yarn other than I would say it's a 2-weight yarn, and it does have like a bit of a silver thread running through it. And because I've never blocked anything before, I do not have blocking pins or anything like that. I do have a few foam pad things I purchased from where, I don't remember. They're originally, you're supposed to kneel on them for your garden, and I was going to use those as blocking mats way back when, and I never did. So I don't have the pins or anything to block it. I do know there's a way to block using a towel, but I don't know how well that works. So anyone's advice or opinions or thoughts on if I should either block this, I'm not going to rip it out. I know that much. Like I said, I'm over halfway done. I am not ripping this headband out. And because of the thread that runs through it, I don't know how easy this will be to frog. And like I said, for how far I am along the project, I don't want to do that. So I'm thinking 2 options. Option 1, well, technically I guess you could say 3. Option 1 is to block. I've never blocked before, so any advice on how to do that would be helpful. Option number 2 is once I have it to the full length, use my knitting needles and pick up stitches all the way down the length and do like a small little rib on each side of like a few stitches. Well, it'll be a few rows, like 3 rows or something like that. Or just knit 3 rows back and forth kind of thing for the length. Or use my crochet hook, like a smaller crochet hook, and pick up stitches and crochet like a single crochet down each side. But I think that option, which will be 3, will be a lot quicker, but it may make it cinch in on itself and be too tight. I don't know. So I need someone's opinion. Any opinion would be greatly appreciated, because I don't know what I should do about it, or if I should just maybe even, I guess, option 4, leave it as is when I cast off or bind off or whatever, sew the ends together and wear it as is, because it's a headband type idea. That's one of my WIPs, and like I said, it's coming along pretty good. I'm really liking this pattern, and I could easily see, as long as I add the extras to make the edging, I think this would make for a very pretty baby, like a newborn baby blanket. So I'm definitely gonna mark that pattern off in the book and make a few notations of other ideas. But like I was so proud of myself when I started this one because I'm following the instructions to a T. Because the first pattern in the book I made was a scarf that was supposed to be done lengthwise. I switched it and did widthwise. Second project was those purple wristers I made, and it was supposed to be done on the flat and then sewn together. I converted it to DPNs and did it in the round. So both first two patterns, like I said, I did alter on how I executed it. So this one I really was hoping to follow the pattern, but like I said, as you can see, it's curling in on itself. So I'm going to move this stuff out of the way because I do have a second item I've been working on this week. And it is for next month's Creator Spotlight over at Erin's Crafted Kitty. I went ahead and had a gander at who we have next month because I've already done all my entries for the month of September. So I went ahead and looked at October's, and this was something that I popped up that I thought was really cute. It's a crocheted baby sweater. As you can see, it's a raglan, so it's top down, and I've got the rib on it. I have not yet cut my yarn, but the body of the sweater is made. I'll have 2 sleeves to make. Then obviously the binding down the sides for your buttonholes. And then this sweater has a hood on it. I've knitted and crocheted multiple baby sweaters, but I've never ever done one with a hood. So I'm excited to see A, how that's done, and B, what my thoughts on it are. Now the yarn I'm using for this project, I do know it, and here's the label, Soho Twirly Whirl. And you guys would have had seen me show this yarn off back in early August, because I also won Erin Crafting Kitty Creator Spotlight for the month of July. So I won it 2 months in a row. And in August, her son, Chomps, picked out this yarn for me, and I'm using it to make a baby sweater with it. I don't at this time know what buttons I'm going to use. I don't even know how many buttonholes there are going to be in the button band. But yep, this is my second project I've been working on this week. And I only started this one on, I think it was Sunday I started this project. And I've gone through one whole skein. The yarn is, let me see if I can make any information out for you. It is 100% acrylic. It is a worsted or size 3 weight yarn, so a baby weight yarn or DK. What was I looking up? Oh, how many yardage? It has. I cannot make that out. Give me one moment, please, and see if I can make out the label. It is 100 grams or 319 yards. So this yarn, oh, actually, I guess I lied in my last video. This yarn is made in Turkey as well. I said in the video I just posted that I don't think I've ever used yarn from Turkey before, and now I know I have, because this is also from Turkey. So wow, twice in a row I got yarn from Turkey. That's awesome. This one doesn't give you a whole lot of information really on the band. Like there's no washing instructions or anything. That's really odd. It tells you what it's made of. It tells you what size hook or knit needles to use. And it tells you, it's like I said, made in Turkey. And what size of yarn it is, and the title. That is it. Absolutely no washing instructions. So I'm guessing I'm going to ask for my yarny friends for advice on this one as well. Probably the best bet would be to wash it by hand and lay it flat to dry. Because, I don't know, but like I've almost used the whole skein. And like I said, I still have the sleeves to do. I have the button bands to do. And then a hood. So it'll be interesting to see how it turns out. And now the sweater, the pattern It was done in a pink, and every so many rows, she did 2 rows of white. But because this is a self-striping yarn, I thought, you know what? I'm not going to do that white stripe in it. I think this kind of gives it its own little character. So anyways, I am going to call it for this video for now, because I didn't think it was going to be this long. I'm so sorry about that. But yeah, any advice on that other item, like the headband, would be greatly appreciated. Or if you know someone may have a YouTube video out there that would be very helpful, kind of guide me towards them, I would very much appreciate it. And I will talk to you guys all later. Bye for now.